Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD5. Let's continue with the updated Nalps series. A series where I'm gonna try to do all the maps in Impoppable without using offensive special agents, lab upgrades, special buildings, and premiums, so injections and double cash, healthy bananas, bigger beacons. So let's continue with the expert maps. And the next one is gonna be the first of a series of maps that are gonna start being pretty tough, but luckily I could find a way to beat this map without using offensive special agents, so without using like turtles. So I'm pretty happy about that, but the first like 50 rounds are the key. So depending exactly on how and where you place the towers is gonna depend the success or not of the strategy itself. So let's see if this spot is good for the engineer. Yeah, the important thing by placing this engineer is having good piercing for the top path, because this position is the only one where you can survive with an engineer 0-0 for the first 2 rounds. That's the only position. There is no other position for the engineer that is going to allow him to survive the first 2 rounds like that. So yeah, next is just of course placing that monkeys very close here to the beginning of the map, and in that way and I like to place the monkeys in strong, so they focus more the balloons with like more layers, so they leave just the reds and the engineer just finish them off. So it's a pretty good combination. And then adding another dark monkey just for the bottom path, because it's the one that is less protected. Consider that the engineer here is placed to have better piercing for the top path. And just like this, you should be able to survive until you have enough cash to get the sentry guns. See? And boom. And the cool thing about the sentry guns is that they're gonna spawn around the range of the engineer. So most likely they're gonna always spawn in this central area, and therefore they're gonna always have in range both paths. So it doesn't really matter where they spawn, they're gonna be able to target the balloons coming from both the paths. So that's great. But also the downside of having the engineer and the sentry guns is that you cannot really control where they spawn. So here, oh nice. Okay, so the only problem is round 13. Those yellows at the beginning, sometimes some balloons pass, but in this case they didn't. So I'm pretty happy about that. And that means that for the beginning of round 14 here, I can afford a farm already. So that's great. And it's important here placing the farm as close as you can to the engineer and as close as you can to the top side. And then placing a farmer. The farmer in this particular map is gonna help me a lot by placing the banana basques, because I have it unlocked to pro. And I know that this is gonna help me, specifically some later rounds is gonna help me a lot. But in my point of view of the series, the farmers are special agents that are allowed, so not really against the rules using farmers. So I'm gonna use them, and nice. Okay, I could manage to survive round 14 without placing prospects, so that's great. So I'm gonna get this farm 1-0, and here is where depending on where the sentry guns are, you may or not use road spikes. And here should be able to afford now the sniper. But very important not placing it right away when you have enough cash, because you may need the cash to place raw spikes. Yeah, see how the farmer is helping a bit? That's it. So let's get now here a sniper in strong, so that now I have some extra poppage. And pretty important having this sniper now, because it has unlimited range. That means that even if some balloons pass, you should have like the range to pop them. You just need to switch it from strong to first. And as you saw there, I also placed an engineer here in this round, and it's pretty important placing it, because otherwise you're gonna be needing more than one raw spike. See, I just used a raw spike for the top path, and yeah, so. And then before of round 20 begins, very important having another engineer and having it 1-0. So even more sentry guns now coming into the play, and that should definitely mean that you should use almost no raw spikes at all. Okay, cool. So now actually this sentry gun here is in the way, so that's another farm. It doesn't matter for round 24, because to spot and pop the camo I'm gonna just use raw spikes. All right, let's go. Round 25 should be easy. Round 26 is where yeah, I just recommend here getting the sniper 1-0, so that you can start popping more layers with a single shot. Always having here raw spikes ready. Oh, my bad. I should have switched the sniper to first there. Maybe I can do it in a way that I will not be needing to use raw spikes. So let's go again here. Yeah, now for this bottom path I'm gonna need it. Okay, nice. Okay, now I could pop it, but I had to use a raw spike for the bottom path. So yeah, at the end of the day it was exactly the same. And here for this round, just go with raw spikes. And yeah, so I just used 3, I think, 1 in the bottom path and 2 in the top side, but that should be it. Oh, nice. I could get a farm here before the round ended, so I will wait here for the bonus cash. And this cash should allow me to get this final farm. I'm gonna go only with 3, because if you get another one and you get a village, the village will not be able to like be in range of all of them. So yeah, that's bad. So I'm gonna go instead with 3, and here we go, boom. Next is the lead round, but I have already the sniper 1-0, so that means that the leads should get popped, and only 4 in round 28, so that's not a lot of leads. All right, let's see here. Oh, nice. Okay, next point after round 30 is where I think that the close part begins. So I just recommend here placing 2 glue gunners very close to like the beginning of the path, but having them like pretty in the middle, trying to place them like in the middle of where you can place them. All right, in strong 1-1. So come on, this top glue gunner though is not gonna glue the balloons correctly, but yeah. And the glue, the most important part of the glue is the fact that with the glue you're able to slow down by slowing down the balloons, you give the sniper, the sentry guns, all the rest of the towers plenty of time to pop them, so to finish them off. So I'm gonna get now both of the glue gunners to 1, so now even if some balloons pass, if they're glued, the glue should all tick and you should be able to pop them. And as well is an extra help to pop the leads, so why not. And then here for round 33, so for the next set of camos, very important, getting at least one how it's called, spike factory, yeah, at least one for the bottom path. This round is pretty peculiar because if you have just a 0-0 spike factory with half balloons coming, right, because the balloons are split between the two paths, this spike factory should be able to pop all the balloons. So you just need to place raw spikes here for the top path. 3, 4, I think it's 5 raw spikes. So even if it seems that the yellows are passing, they're actually getting popped by the spikes that are actually outside the range. The spike factory is placing spikes also like in this area, but you can't see them, so that's why the balloons pass, but then they're popped. So that's cool, right? And then just here for the next round, just placing another spike factory, but for the top side. In that way, you have like an assurance, first of all, of not using raw spikes, because now you have the spikes from the spike factories, and that should help you definitely now pop most of the balloons. And yeah, you feel a bit safer. So in this case, for example, the yellow passed, but I know that I have the spikes there, so I didn't really worry a lot. And here we should be able to survive here. Again, thanks to the farmer that is like distracting the balloons with the banana basks. And here, so round 36. Actually, can I get like one more? Yeah, I think I can get one more of these farms to 0. Yeah, here, pretty careful to the bottom path here. Let's see. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get another one. So another farm to 0. Here the glue gunners doing a very good job at slowing down most of the balloons that are coming in. And that gives also the spike factories more time to stack the spikes. And here, yeah, I should have enough spikes placed to pop all the white camos. That's the last factory to 0. Now getting the sniper 1-1, and very important in this round, like placing already 1, 2 raw spikes in the top side and 1 in the bottom side. Oh, actually I lost. Yeah, more balloons than I thought passed in the top side, so I'm gonna need here to restart the round. Yeah, I really thought I had another set of spikes hidden, so behind the map, but I didn't, so the balloons leaked. Alright, so let's go again here. Yeah, this is like the only round where, so 1 here, 1, 2, 3. So let's place 3. Yeah, this time 3 is enough for the top side. And very important here with the raw spikes, see, I'm placing the raw spikes to pop these regrowths and to as well like pop a little bit of the zebras. And it's pretty important to do that, otherwise the pink regrowths are gonna start stacking up and they're gonna be too many because they're gonna start multiplying. So, and then for round 39, having a balloon chipper right here, middle, so that you can reach both sides, should be enough. 0, 1, so having even greater range. Right? Helping. And the balloon chipper is like the key tower to be able to survive from now pretty much until the mob round. Okay, here just looking if I need to place more prospects, probably here in the bottom side. Okay, here we go. Okay, nice. Thank you to the farmer, thank you. It's a really big help. And now just placing here a village. Very important, covering also this part, because there is where you're gonna be placing the balloon chippers later on. So yeah, I'm just selling here a bit of the sentry guns to be able to get this village placed better. So like this, so I should have everything in range, right? Yeah, so let's place it. Boom. 0-2, important for round 40 for the first ceramics. And then here I would really like to place yeah, let's go with some ninjas here already. 1 and 2. So adding some damage finally to the round. And now just start to upgrade these ninjas so that I get some extra damage as well. And with this, it should be enough for now. The only problem is round 42 here, the camos at the end. Even with the ninjas, so yeah, better safe than sorry here. So just placing probably more prospects than needed, but I really like to go sure there and not risking anything. And now it's important to start stocking up, and so that you can for the balloon chipper for round 46, of course, the mob round, you need the balloon chipper 4-2 for that round. Well, 4-0, but because you had to upgrade it earlier to be able to, okay, nice, to pop the balloons earlier, you should have it right now 4-2, so that's great. And now start upgrading the ninjas, at least the top one for now. And let's see if I get enough cash for round 47, because the next hot round is going to be round 47. The amount of ceramics that are going to come out is going to be problematic. But yeah, I can already afford here a ninja for 2, so that's very nice. And then a key thing here is getting the village 0-2. It's very important because the village 0-2 not only is going to improve overall the piercing of all the towers pretty much, but especially each one of the shurikens now can go through one more balloon. And going through one more balloon means a lot higher chance of destruction, and as well a lot more of piercing. So here looking at the camos, but I should be able to maybe, oh no, yeah, that's it. So that's the power of the ninja right there for 2 with the village 0-1. And then next thing is going to be getting the other ninja now for 2. One only ninja is not enough for round 49. Round 49 is like round 47 with even more ceramics. So just one ninja for 2 is not enough to be able to distract all the ceramics. And I also recommend here placing as well 2 more bloom chippers, one here, always in strong, remember, and then the other one here in the top side. Let's see here, I don't want to mess up the position. Okay, getting here the village 1-1, and I'm gonna try upgrade this village to 1 mid round. So I don't want to really risk anything against these ceramics right here that are coming up right now. So I'm gonna give the ninjas even a better boost, a better chance of proccing destruction and popping all the blooms by just increasing their attack speed. Okay. And yeah, that's it. And also, as you can see, this village has only this farming range. That means that I can upgrade this farm for less cash. So let's do it. And at this point, when you have 1 bloom chipper, 4-2, 2 ninjas, 4-2, and a village to 1, you should have plenty of damage to be able to survive these rounds without really suffering. Round 52. And here, looking at the cash, 2.6, 8.2. Okay, let's see here. I should be able to get the factory right now. Just 400, sure, yeah. So what can I sell for 400? Yeah, not enough. So I'm gonna just have to sell the sniper thing here. Boom, starting and getting the factory upgrade, very important, so that you get more boxes, more cash. And just getting here the 4-2 upgrade. Nice. And now, very important, upgrading both of these bloom chippers 0-2, because round 54 is not really about like damage. Is the fact that a lot of ceramics mixed to mobs are gonna come out. So if the bloom chippers are not 0-2, they're gonna take too much time to destroy the ceramic layers, and that is gonna ultimately cause you to lose. So yeah, here just being careful, but yeah, that's enough. So the only key thing to do to survive round 54 is not like adding more bloom chippers or whatever, just switching the bloom chippers 0-2, and that's it. So that's easy. Actually here, let's yeah, I don't want to risk, so I'm gonna go safer here, and I'm gonna start building some extra offensive towers. Alright, so where can I fit this bomb? I saw a spot there. Come on, here we go. Nice. Enclose, 3-2 bomb. Alright, I have already a factory, so this factory is gonna already, it gives me more cash than having all the other farms 3-0. So I don't really need to worry about that. Other than just getting here another bloom chipper for 2, why not? I'm gonna get this village 2-2 already, so that I can spot camo, and I can pop the camo leads in round 59. And yeah, that should be really all I need. So I think I'm gonna go here pretty crazy with a farm. This farm is already covered by this village, so can I like place a village somewhere to like get more farms? Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit them. So yeah, not really a question. And why not here? Let's get some upgrades for these farms. Just 3-0 for now. All right, that's it. So next step is getting okay, just by removing all these centrigons, I'm gonna get here a very central ice tower. Okay, that should be almost perfectly central. 3-2 ice tower, and this is gonna slow down all the balloons. So you should have in this way more control over the balloons, and that should help. So yeah, from this point on, it's just standard things, you know, adding some extra damage, then having some CC control for the balloons. And then for round 64, I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna place another balloon shipper here in the front, and I'm gonna upgrade it right away. Yeah, here we go. So that's the power of the ice tower, slowing down all these ceramic rushes so that my towers can just finish them off. So now I have 4 balloon shippers for round 64 and 65 already, so I don't have to think about that. Well, this, if I place a farm here, it's just too far away, right? Or no? I don't know. But I'm gonna sell this one, and this engineer as well, and that's the second factory right here. The earlier you can get the factories, the more cash you get, so the better it is. Yeah. So I definitely need here something to add more damage, and I'm gonna just get it by placing a boomerang. I found the power of the boomerang very recently, going through looking at some gameplays from other people, and it's incredible how good the boomerang is. The 3-0 boomerang, the boomerang just bounces infinitely through the balloons, and it pops a ton of balloons together, especially when they're all together from the balloon shippers. So that's the bomb for 2, village 2-3, so now I have more control over the balloons. And now from this point on is where you start farming up, because these farms are not gonna last forever. Oh yeah, I actually can place a farm here, and it's in range of this village. Oh, that's great. That's very nice. That means I can place one more farm. Anyway, I was saying that in this map, see that the room for towers is not a lot. You just have this central portion of the track. So if you can somehow get cash from the factories, then selling them and then placing more towers as you need more damage, the more you go on with the rounds, that's the best thing to do, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna here finish the 4 factories now that I found I can actually place 4, and I'm gonna use like these next 8 rounds to farm up. So pretty much trying to get as much cash as possible before having to sell these factories, because I'm gonna need their room to place other offensive towers, of course. So the first thing here is placing more of these balloon shippers. For now, it should be good. So now I have 6, right? Yeah. Let's get 2 more in the sides. I should have enough room. Okay, 1. And 2, yeah. So 8 balloon shippers for now, it should be enough. And yeah, I'm gonna just cash in now for 4 consecutive rounds, trying to build up some serious cash. And then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna approach the very last rounds of this map in Impoppable, and how I think is the best way to win. Especially like the round 85, it's very hard for the 5 Domagods, and because if the Domagods just go through here, you know, they're not gonna be sucked in from the balloon shippers anymore, so the mob class balloons become pretty hard to deal with. And that's where you lose. So the important thing is being able to like pop with the balloon shippers the Domag layers, and then having some other towers that can somehow finish off the balloons fast enough. So that is gonna be my strategy. So actually here I forgot to place an upgraded glue gunner, let's call it like that, a 3-2 glue gunner right here. So I'm gonna just sell now these glue gunners and these dart monkeys in the front. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna already get this village to 1 because I know that I'm gonna be placing some towers here. And round 78 is the last round where I can afford to have 4 factories. If I try go with round 79, well actually round 79 could be affordable, but then 81, it's just too many BFBs coming out. So you cannot actually pop all of them with the defenses that you have. See how stacked the regrowth blooms become. So yeah, that's why it's important to like have enough. Actually here I may lose because I see too many regrowths, so I'm gonna right away place an ace right here, a 4-0 ace. And yeah, this ace, see how fast this ace is gonna clean up the regrowths, see? Yeah, it's crazy. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I sold that factory right there to be able to have enough room to place an ace, a 4-0 ace, a very heavy damage tower that the best spot to place it is very further back. And unfortunately here I cannot afford to get another ace in range of this village, see, because I have this other factory. But for now, 1 ace should be enough in this round and in the next one. So I'm gonna just stick, I'm gonna try here get this more cash from this factory. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, this ace should be able to clean up here the bottom path. Yeah, see, nice. And that's it. That was just the harder part of round 82. After all the BFBs explode, there are so many mobs together that the balloon shippers get like saturated and they cannot suck in more mobs. This round is a piece of cake, round 83. And that's it. So this is realistically the very last round where you can do stuff, because round 84 has just too many BFBs, too many too many everything. So yeah, not really affordable to do anything else other than getting another ace. Oops, this is out of range, so I'm trying here to place it the further I can. Okay, nice. Should be able to get also a heli right there. Selling this ice factory, this ice tower is not important right now. The ability to hold the balloons, because of the fact that having aces in the back means that I have all the damage in the world to be able to pop the ceramics fast enough and not letting them stack. So the ice tower at this stage of the game, it's pretty useless when you have towers like aces or even like super monkeys. So getting 3 more balloon shippers here. I think I cannot get like more, right? Yeah. Oh, there is one here. So why not? Let's use every single room possible. Yeah, that's it. So now selling here the last 2 factories and getting some very good super monkeys. So one in the middle, pretty much the closer I can to this village. One here. Yeah, unfortunately the placing here is critical because there isn't a lot of room. Okay, nice. And then another one here. Okay, that's it. So 1 Robo Monkey strong and then 2 Sangats. Let's go. So round 84, around where now with more balloon shippers, 1 more ace, 1 4-0 heli, and 3 super monkeys. As you can see, now I have all the damage I need to pop the balloons fast enough. But then the next deal is getting here a 2-4 village, and as you see, I got this second village 2-4. So I didn't got this one 2-4, but this one. And the reason for that is it's important. I think it's like the only way to win. It's being able to power up with the village activated ability the 2 aces, the heli, and the super monkeys. It's not really necessary to power up all the balloon shippers, because balloon shippers cannot really increase their piercing. They can just stack 1 mob at a time. They're just increasing their attack speed. So it's a lot better instead to power up the aces, the heli, and actually heli that I'm gonna now place in pursuit mode. And I also placed attack shooter right here, because as soon as the Zomegats pop, I'm gonna wait a little bit, then I'm gonna use the village activated ability here. So boom. Okay, let's see the BFBs start moving. All right, here we go. Now using the village activated ability, and now with all the cash that I'm getting right now by popping these mobs, I'm upgrading this thing, but it's pretty useless. Yeah, upgrading it, you don't really need it. And that's it. So that was my guide for that strip in Impoppable. I hope you enjoyed. See ya. Bye bye.